Our next speaker is Mr. Vijay Khuspe, Director Sensen.ai, AI-driven planning, enforcement, and compliance management for city infrastructure. The next presentation will be given by Mr. Vijay Khuspe.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, my name is Vijay Khuspe. I'm a director in Sensen Networks, which is an Australian AI company. We are doing a lot of smart city projects, including city of Singapore, Chicago, and we are happy to be here to show you what are the possibilities that exist to improve our city's operations. So there is a small video which I'll just play, and then we can talk about it.
Imagine future cities where the elderly move freely, where children feel safe, where clean air is not a luxury and sustainability is the norm, where ambulances reach on time, not by chance, but by design, where school buses operate safely and public transport is accessible to all, cities with zero crashes, where every journey returns home, where every public fund invested creates a better citizen experience. But the reality is still some distance away. Cities struggle to enforce laws effectively. They do not lack laws, they lack the operational intelligence to enforce at scale. Cities of the future must be sensible to become sensitive, to plan better, operate efficiently, enforce fairly, and audit continuously. This is the future of Indian cities, and this is what we help build.
So that was a short video talking about where should be reaching. Our cities should be sensible to take care of all the citizens and the stakeholders inside it, and then little bit of short glimpse of what the problems we have in an Indian context. The major problem is our scale is huge. Our problems are huge, and no Western solutions are going to solve it. So we attempted to solve it from ground up. So current infrastructure challenges are all the esteemed panels has covered that our infrastructure challenges are cost overruns. One of esteemed panels has mentioned that delays, safety failures, enforcement gaps, siloed data, and regulatory lag. So these are some of those top 6 which we have identified, mentioned here. So how does the technology can help here? Just earlier presentation, BMC has done a wonderful job of demonstrating something, what is the use of AI in building the fast track the permissions in that. So I won't cover that part, BIM for, and then they have also mentioned the blockchain. So I'll leave those parts aside. But apart from that, there are other gamuts of technology which can be deployed to make our cities run efficiently. So consider a city as an ecosystem. We see it that we can build a city OS. Consider that we need to run a PC, so we need a OS in that. We run a mobile, so there is a OS in that. So consider a city as a OS, and then we can modularize what are the different things that needed. So I could see that there is a planning related AI intelligence is required. So I would call it as a plan OS. Then operating intelligence is required, and then enforcement intelligence is required. So the enforcement is something that we have grossly not touched at all because of the scale that we are, the ground realities are there. So I'll show you some of those trials that we have done in Indian context, and compliances and governance. So currently the AI technology is there to help us. So what is the AI can help? AI, of course, has a lot of roles for policymakers to make their life easier, faster. The pace of a policy making can be faster. The infrastructure companies, of course, they are the independent businesses, so they have to be helped to make their businesses run faster, better. And for the investors, of course, they need to see the better ROI. So AI has a plan, AI has a role in all those places. I'll just play some of those videos, so just to give you an idea. So consider you're running a big infrastructure, like we are coming up with the ports, right? So this is actual footage of a Singapore port where our system is deployed. So this is showing what is possible with the technology. So I thought I'll pick up some of those videos which could be interesting. So what is happening in this video is there is a lashing operations that happens where your containers are loaded and unloaded and put up into your big ships. So and then there is a lashing is very important operation that needs to be optimally done because it's a safety, because one container, one cargo ship has almost 1,000 plus containers. So so here the AI is analyzing everything what it is saying, and it is analyzing for a safety, compliances, speed, and efficiency. So it is actually monitoring all those people who are working, and there are safety rules like they should not be within those meters of a distance of that particular crane. And the crane needs to do its lashing operation job very precisely. So this is very, very safety critical. And this happens 1,000 times a day in any ports. So it has to happen all the time. So the technology is available. So this is already there, deployed in Singapore airport. I think same analogies, you can do it in the construction sites, when the bridges are making, metro bridges are being done. So you can actually deploy a monitoring system which will enhance the safety, security, and compliances of the operations. So another part which is not so much touched in Indian context is, I came from Pune, actually traveled from Pune today. So we did a very survey that how many people follows the traffic rule. Somebody said in the morning that we also have to take a place that people has to behave on when they are on the road. But classically, worldwide, unless authorities are able to enforce the laws to the scale, the citizen behavior will not change. So that's the important thing. And then problem is Indian complexities are so high, there was no automation solution, no technology till today which was able to solve that problem. But now technology is there. I'll show you that one video. So this is Pune's FC road. Before we did the trial with the Pune police, you see the people are occupying the road by parking the vehicles on the left-hand side. So that's the normal behavior of the people. So there is something called as a road carriage efficiency. Every city, you can't build infrastructure overnight, but you have an infrastructure which you can utilize optimally. And part of it is you should be able to use it optimally. So what we did was we put up AI cameras and did the enforcement engine which will generate the challans for the people who are overstopping, double parking, wrong direction, all those things. And then the result was the same day, same time of that, only after 30 days of implementing the solution. So road efficiencies, it has a direct role in improving your road efficiencies. You don't have to really spend thousands and thousands crore to improve your road efficiencies. I have a good study of the Pune BMC area where 350, 400 hotspots are there. I am sure that there are part of the Mumbai where there are hotspots like this, where you can implement such kind of a thing. I call it as a digital angioplasty of your cities. So that's a possibility. Yeah, so that's on the operations enforcement side. So similarly, the AI can help you to predict lot of things like structural health. We have done one work where all the columns that I always wonder that in like I was in Taiwan, any new column that we build, there are sensors are already built into that, which will give you the structural integrity of those columns and cement strength. So that's a possibility which can give you the insights into those, so many crores goes into building those assets. Assets can tell you its health. So technology is available today. So another interesting thing that we did, that how do we manage our assets? Like this was this was like a city operations administrator people. So we took this example because this was this area was just cleaned by the corporation people, made it very clean, and then what we saw was there are 2-3 things I'll tell you what this technology can give you the insight about. This use case can give you the insight about. There is a repeatable behavior where people will come once they start seeing the garbage, they think that it is a dumping ground, and then they start doing it. So there is a repeatability in terms of that. But if you have eyes on the ground which can give you the alert, you see that the alert has come, the dumping act detected, you can actually take action on that. You can identify the repeat offenders. And there's another feedback that you can get is based on this kind of alerts are, you can identify the areas where your sewage collection, your collection operations needs improvement. So that also can be seen that way. This is another thing that AI can do for you, where if there are any illegal constructions, illegal encroachments are happening, you can get, the authorities can get notifications quickly. You can see that encroachment has detected. And then that is fast forwarded. So the idea is technology is there, which can, the cameras which are sitting on so many thousands of cameras across all the cities, they can give you the insight. And then they can help the people authorities to plan their city operations better. This is another interesting thing. This is a live, actually we did the things. So now this is, you see the person which is sweeping, and then, so now see the AI is now analyzing, there is a different act, that person is doing something different than others. So it has detected that it's a sweeper. So most of our city roads are given contracts where they have to swipe once a day, twice a day, and things like that. So here is the technology which will give you a feedback that whether the work has been done as per your contract or not. So, and then of course you can use the technology to take the attendance based on the people who are coming in. So yeah, so this is another thing that now we'll move to the regulatory compliances part, where now we have something called as a Indian Road Congress compliances. All our roads are supposed to be built to follow Indian Road Congress guidelines. But I meet a lot of people from the departments, but there is, of course, the skill deficit is there, but there is no intention deficit, but there is a skill deficit. So how can we automate auditing all our roads, not just once in a blue moon, or not at all done? Oh, sorry, it has gone back. Can I go back? So there is an audit tool I wanted to show, but it is not playing. Sorry. Sorry, that video is not playing. So what does that mean is, I'll explain what does that mean. So I'd explain that. So there is a dash cam based, camera based systems are available which will analyze all your roads and compare it with your DPR and give you the audit reports, whether they are really complying to the standards or not. We have seen that, and then it has helped. I mean, even it has helped to even count the inventory. Many times, it is expected to have 500 boards on that road, and for some reasons, there are only 300 boards on that road, so on and so forth. So that's the thing. So I'll just wrap it up. So coming back to what does the AI can do? This was the infrastructure challenges that we have identified. And with the AI, you can actually address the cost overruns challenges, delays. You can identify, you can address those safety failures, enforcement gaps, siloed data, regulatory lag. All these 6 major challenges that are being faced by the implementation agencies can be addressed by the technology of today. We are not talking about the future, it's a today. Thank you very much. Thank you.